Tucker was just that third-born baby that, man, I don't think he ever had a shirt on or shoes on in the summer. You know, he was gone at, 8 in the morning out the door, and, they were playing baseball, lacrosse, soccer, whatever, riding their bikes, scootering.
Energy. I think his energy is the biggest thing I remember. Just always a smile on his face, always going, always roughhousing, always playing, always a stick in his hand.
We were 14 and he was 8 when it all kind of went down, but it never seemed like there was an age gap. He was way beyond his years. Just everything Tucker kind of wanted to do was just play lacrosse, play with his friends.
My last season in Buffalo, Tucker ended up having to go in the hospital. We thought it was tonsils, and it came back, and it was a very quick turnaround that he had Burkitt's lymphoma, and he had surgery, got most of the tumor out, and then he was on the road to recovery. And I ended up, I think I played, the next night. Scott Loeffler, director of ops for Buffalo Bandits, he wanted to put on a game in honor of Tucker just to help raise money for our family and other families that were in need in Buffalo. So we were fortunate enough to have a big lacrosse family that helped us get through, and we were able to kind of live as normal as we could with going through what Tucker was going through. So they had him up on the Jumbotron, and playing in that game was obviously crazy emotional for myself, but it was truly such a cool honor. Looking at 8 months later, Tucker lost his battle, and Scott Loeffler asked if we could continue to have that game in his honor, and obviously we said yes as a family, and we thought what a place to keep this kind of his legacy going, and it's taken on a life of its own. Every year, new jerseys, designed by my oldest son Dyson, and the city of Buffalo. The Buffalo Bandits fans are unbelievable, and the support that we've had and still continue to get is amazing, and we're very truly humbled and honored that to be a part of the Buffalo fabric.
Yeah, playing in the Tucker Out Lymphoma game is a big one every year, a special one. We kind of circle that one on the calendar, obviously. I got a long history with Willie and the Williams family, and so it's a special place in my heart for them and Tucker.
Back when I went to school, when I committed to St. Bonaventure University, I think that was like the only question I asked Coach Mearns was, is it okay if I wear 51 to honor Tucker and his legacy? And then obviously when the opportunity presented itself to come play for Coach Willie and wear 51 for the Desert Dogs, it's such an honor just to be able to kind of carry Tucker's legacy on and play for him every day, like the same way I've been doing for almost the last decade now. So it's really special.
Buffalo is coming to town, and the stars aligned for the game. So I think it is a truly special, extra special for my family, and to host Buffalo Bandits and a bunch of their fans there will come down. They're great fans, and they honor the game, and it will be it'll be a great time for all.
Started back in Buffalo, and has carried on obviously in a few spots, and the fact that we get to kind of continue that legacy here in Las Vegas. It's about celebrating, it's about remembering, it's about playing for those who can't is something that Willie kind of always says, and honoring not only Tucker but the other kids who are battling whatever it is in hospitals and homes around the country, and so it's our opportunity to go out there and kind of play for them and their memory.
Well, everybody's at some point in their family has been hit by cancer, and it's such an unfortunate disease. But the big issue for us as a family is that all the money that gets raised for cancer, it's like 4 to 5% goes to pediatric cancer. And and watching all these young kids, and obviously spending a lot of time with sick kids in Toronto, they still have their lives ahead of them. Like, we should be doing everything we can so they have more of a chance, and we're gonna fight for that, because during Tucker's fight, it was just like every day was a gift, and I know that all the families that go through this it's the same thing. Like, every hour is a gift, and so whatever we can do to raise awareness and to get more money involved for research and to find these cures for some of these childhood cancers, man, that's all we can do. And that's part of just trying to carry on Tucker's legacy.
He's single-handedly the biggest inspiration in my life since I was 14 when that all happened. So just whenever anything's kind of going wrong or going astray in my life, he's definitely someone I look up to in that regard.
Power of the Pack program has been, I think, the coolest thing that we've done, maybe in my time in the game, honestly. Every week it's a new kid and a new energy, and we get to be a part of that experience for a brief period of time. But the idea of working with Honda and the dogs to bring awareness to the care care and the treatment and more resources that are required to go towards supporting those families. It's been really cool to be a part of that.
We actually just did a visit at the Summerlin Children's Hospital as well. So it just kind of puts everything in perspective again. You might think that there's tough things going on in your life as a lacrosse player, or I had a bad shift, or I missed a shot, or I got yelled at, but then you go and see some of these kids like Tucker, sharing their same stories and fighting their same battles, and they're all smiling and they're not complaining and they're not letting anyone feel sorry for themselves, and it's just truly so inspiring. And yeah, it's a huge inspiration for all of us every week when these kids come in and get to be our captains, and we get to kind of be around them and share that energy, and it's an awesome thing we do here.
It's hard to kind of, you know, put our thumb on how much are we doing, but I think just the fact that it's out there, it's on commercials. I live in Vegas and I get to see the commercials, so you know, any little thing we can do to help, you know, raise that awareness is huge. And obviously teaming up with Cure for the Kids is such a great place for these families and these kids to go and get their treatment and stuff. It's a wonderful place. And then all the captains we've had all year, they're just bring such a different perspective to our team, and the smiles they bring and the joy they have just, you know, for just getting to be on the floor and being a part of it. And it definitely, I think it helps us more than them. And I know they're enjoying it, and it's such an honor that we're doing this. Keep fighting. My family's here for you. We're going to do whatever we can to help, obviously in Tucker's name, but it's just keep fighting and just keep breathing and keep living more, laughing more, loving more, and that's all you can do.
I think it's just such an honor being able to represent Tucker and carry on his legacy. The way he touched so many people back in our community and really across the whole lacrosse world was just incredible to watch and incredible to this day to still see. So I think the Vegas community will just get to kind of feel that and be a part of that, and through these interviews and through the night kind of see the joy and the love that Tucker brought to this world that we kind of try to continue to carry on. So it's really exciting, and I'm proud to be part of it.